not at all. I don't want to go to the bathroom later. So I just think that they're gonna have damage issues a little bit. Like we've already seen how with the bigger map, how Alchemists thrive during the major. It's super hard to lock down. You can itemize whatever you want. And on top of that, it's like Oracle, a Doom, and Out. Like they're all going to be just generating so much gold that even if Entity,
it feels like it's negligible.
Yeah. 3 is higher than 2 still, so his farm is not going to be as good as it was in 733, 733B. But looking at this lane, Hook lands on Insania. Let's see. Didn't use Gale. Fate Seer is available. Insania was waiting for that.
And they get the stun out.
This is the same thing we've seen from mid Wind Rangers, because these two heroes are universal right now. Going to Road of Atos. Watson.
I'm in trouble, and he's going to go down to Fishman. They're even going to look over at GH. He's got nobody to tether to, but Creep's just coming to range, but it's not going to matter. Fishman with a double kill there, using that Arcane Curse and that last word to help out.
Oh, he wishes he had that Glaives of Wisdom. Make Intelligence Steal Init ability, please. Just don't tie it to Glaives of Wisdom. There has to be some kind of hater that does not like to play against Silencer. Every single time the hero gets nerfed, whether there's a B, C, D, G patch, there's always something. Like, numbers are always sweet and not in his favor. Then suddenly the hero loses, like, oh, I don't have 100 mana. I just lost another hook. From Kataome so far, I believe that's...
Lane as well. So Entity all of a sudden 2k up against an Alk and a Doom, and it's 4-0.
Oh, what a great start for Entity. Fishman, he hit level 3 here in the bottom lane, 2 points and Curse. Should be able to zone them out. Great start for Watson as well, sitting on top of the CS, 16 and 10 already. Doom really struggling, only 9 CS. But one good thing that Lquid has...
Again. He's dead. They get the trade on the both. Insania's going to get a double kill, but that still feels pretty bad. miCke just came back to lane. His TP's on cooldown still for another minute.
55 seconds. I mean, he needs to walk there. Let's see if he uses a smoke or something just to get faster to the lane. Because this is, I mean, we call this walk of shame. It's a pretty standard term for what happens here. Great start for Entity. Like, they're getting the kills. Insania is getting some solo levels, really enjoying himself in this top lane. Kataome now smoked in the mid lane, looking for a hook. Let's see if he can land it.
Yes, he will. Yeah, keeping that percentage high. Nisha will land the stun, but it's in death. StormStormer getting that kill. GH going down bottom. It is kills galore right now for Entity.
It's kind of hard to keep track of everything that has been happening. Like, we had some slower games during the major as well, where things are like very quiet in the laning stage, but we also had a lot of these chaotic games where it's constant fighting, movement through the portal. Even use Grave Chill at the moment, so can't really set things up.
Accuracy 100%. I like that they've changed the stat to no longer include that bounty rune hook. Appreciate that. Zai going down bottom, and it is another kill now, 9-2. They're setting up mid. Kataome wants another hook, and when you've got high percentage, you just keep taking those shots.
There it is.
Oh, and the 100% goes away, but I don't know if it's even going to matter. Insania trying to help out with GH, and Nisha in the mid lane really in trouble. They needed both supports here to make sure that he's able to survive. They're going to try and get themselves a familiar, at least get 100 gold for Nisha. They want something out of this lane because it feels like he's getting absolutely nothing at the moment. Another hook going by the wayside, and well, that's cutting those down.
Doesn't matter. If you don't try to go for it, you're not going to land it. Lanes are kind of falling apart for Lquid. GH trying to get some stacks going.
Well, in any lane, right?
miCke is only level 4 at the moment. Fishman steals enemy wisdom rune, so they get 2 of those heroes. That's the recent change. The lowest XP heroes do get XP. They also have XP rune of their own, so things are going to get even more difficult for Lquid.
Court Street.
It was rough. Like, we've seen, like, I think everybody...
Nisha. Trouble again. They've got the familiar on top of him. Nisha will land a stun, but so will the familiar, and StormStormer's got another kill in this mid lane. Not going great as bottom lane. Watson starting to get those essence shifts stacked up. Zai just barely surviving with the Arcane Curse on him. Some help there from GH. Watson's lane down bottom has just been peak performance.
This aura that he's been holding. Oh, Fishman, he's in really deep. He's some kind of a help from Slark.
miCke is going to die there to Tobi. They'll get the kill in a... Yeah, the recovery mode Alchemist isn't exactly the best feeling, and you're already behind all 3 cores in the side of Entity, and including that is Zion the Doom, right? These are heroes that you just naturally sense at the top of the net worth, and GH taking a lot of damage. That last word's finally going to pop off, and the Arcane Curse. This is a problem as Watson gets the kill.
Necro, yeah, there's like 6 of them.
Yeah, those are the more recent ones, though, but the hook lands, Nisha's dead again, and he just has no chance. He is dead for the 4th. Have we ever seen a Nisha lane go like this?
No, he's 0-4-0.
Getting nothing out of this lane, nothing out of this game. Now they're going bottom. They want to go for Kataome comes in. Of course, that lines up the hook. They've got the dismember. They'll have the damage. They'll get the kill, and it's another one there for this Pudge, who's already in the double digits when it comes to flesh heap stacks. Just not easy for this team.
We didn't talk about Venno. Tobi has feel too comfortable coming into a fight with no BKB.
And now the stacks go in the way of Entity over in the triangle for Lquid. Like, this is... We have a new name for this, by the way. Is this still... It's not a triangle, right? Like, that... The shape is so different. But... Maybe it's an isosceles triangle at this point?
Yeah, I skipped that math class you were talking about. I'm not familiar with the term.
I would tell you what it means, but I'm scared to be wrong.
Let's see if Watson...
To defend this, like you said, they're not fight ready, and they won't be for a while. He's got a blink, so he can jump on these heroes. Doesn't even need to. He's just going to go to the hook with the dismember. There's a Kataome follow-up. Insania going to try and get away there, but there's just...
Hook lands it, actually.
My. He's got the dismember. Insania just came back up, but he's going to be dead again. 12 stacks on that flesh heap.
Dash hack check on Kataome. I mean, he's been insane this game. Look at his... Very focused, as we've seen on camera. 4-1-8 on position 4 Pudge.
You know, if he's...
They find he's going to die instantly. Maybe not Alchemist, but we'll see.
It's going to be Insania. He gets spotted again. Not having a fun time in this game at all. Hook missing. miCke is over here with Nisha as well as GH, and they're starting to pinch and surround them in this area of the jungle. They'll find miCke, goes to the unstable Kataome. Watson's hitting so hard! They've got the stun coming in from Nisha. They're trying to get the kill on Watson. They'll end up using that Doom. It's through on the StormStormers. The hook that dismembers onto miCke. They'll grab themselves a 3rd as they take out the Alchemist. They'll find themselves a 4th in Nisha, and the only one who gets to survive for now is GH, but it's a long TP. Just gets away from Entity to win another fight in this game. It's 23-3.
What an insane performance from Entity. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I don't feel like there's coming back into this one. You just used Doom. You got nothing out of it. Alchemist still needs another 2,000 gold, and you can see Insania also typing help in the ally chat. Oh, doesn't land.
This is very rough. Help, affirmative, mid, center axe are gone.
That's not that much. Watson, he's starting it. Oh no, the self-stun.
No, he's done himself. Oh, they grab themselves. Nisha, they're gonna jump in. They've got the global silence. There's nothing they can do on the side of Lquid from this one. It is looking over before it even started. They go to the false promise. It's gonna be on a miCke. They get the kill on Insania. They'll take it a second, and now even with this extra time in life, there is nothing miCke can do. They've got themselves 3. They've got themselves 4. These heroes will die on Lquid, and so are their hopes of winning game 1 as they call GG an Entity. Start to finish, wire to wire, guns blazing, they take game 1.
Now, what a performance. If this is the Entity we're going to see throughout the DPC tour, let's see them on camera. Kataome, okay, there's the smile, a little smirk. Like, yeah, I did.
Win or you lose, Team Lquid, they're smoked, but they know someone's on the high ground. I thought it was gonna be a Chain Frost, but only level 1 Lich.
Yeah, level 1 Lich, you might end up dying, but gets far enough back. Now you're starting to get the Essence Shift stacks. Blood grenade, axes thrown once again. These heroes low on Lquid, but well, Insania, miCke, they'll survive.
The fact that you can have in this position 4 Clinks is really, really good, especially at the early stages of the game. You can easily rotate. You do have a little bit of extra survivability coming up from the Death Pact, which is now a basic ability as well.
Do you think it's going to have the same or similar impact to what we saw in the Pudge the first game, or is it played a little bit different?
No, you can't do as much. I mean, you can try to die level 1. That's what's happening at the moment. This particular one, he's going to be able to do as much, but definitely a hero to look out for.
And over towards bottom to try and get a kill there onto GH. Now they focus their attention onto Zai. Ounce the leash. Shift stack starting to get there. There's a slow on a Fishman. The damage on the Zai, they back off as they get under the tower range. And they are getting these heroes quite low, but you're going to have to start getting some results on this and getting these kills where GH now turns around. He had himself that stick. Charge out and...
Level 1 clicks at the moment. 7-second cooldown on that power bomb. He's very annoying, but Tobi, he's not getting much out of the top lane. As soon as you get close, Watson will get a kill. Might try to even go for another one. This is the stick.
Still turning, still going, and Zai falls here to the Clinks. The rotation, it is prosperous.
Has out as well. Some extra attacks, of course.
Tobi in trouble, but turns onto Insania, trying to get the kill at least out of the Crystal Maiden. They'll get themselves at least that, but straight onto Tobi. Well, there's a fight also happening over bottom, so the right click's coming in from this Clinks, trying to get miCke on the return. Bottom lane that chases on a Fishman as well as Watson from Zai.
2 Universal Heroes. Our panel seems to be a big fan of Universal Heroes.
A big fan when the Universal Remote came out. You know, share the feeling.
Yeah, Pango is going to be very annoying for Wind Ranger throughout the whole game. You use that Rolling Thunder, having Lucky Shot as well. Same goes for pretty much every other hero in this game. I feel like it's a really good Pango game overall, other than, you know, playing it
pretty hard. Combination with Frostbite and miCke coming in with the Starbreaker brings Tobi full to half. My best. Watson Fishman still trying to deal with Zai here. He's gone 2-0-2. A level 2 in the Firestorm, dropping down on a Watson, and then that second level, the concussive shot. The Pounce doesn't leash, but GH still dead. Fishman surviving, but Watson in some trouble. He's got that Frost Shield to fight back, and will get the kill on a Zai. It's a double kill for Watson, and he'll survive the storm. Dropped right on top of him.
This time, no double kill for Zai, but they're very low. Fishman probably thinking about maybe denying himself. Ooh, Crystal Maiden. Oh no.
Coming in again, and he likes to move with these mobile heroes. Making his presence felt. He's through 2-1.
Good luck killing Pango with Shield Rune and also Shield Crash. Double shield. Shielder on the mid lane. Impossible to kill.
Very impossible to. And he's 38-4 to the 36. Nisha. Definitely a big turnaround for Nisha overall in terms of where the game is at. Kataome. He's going to go down up into the top lane. And as we talked about in game 1, higher number means different stats. So, Fishman with the shield going for GH with the help again from this Clinks. Not connecting, and now Fishman's just kind of caught in no man's land. Silenced up and taking some damage, but still not dying. StormStormer thinking about going in onto the Rolling Thunder. The swashbuckle with a DD to kill off Insania. And the power shot, snipe it outfit.
Wrong item. He was forced to go into Boots of Speed. Tobi collecting some Lotuses.
Yeah, but now he's going to be in trouble with the Beam's Gate, the Firestorm, and the Silence with GH helping out. Tobi even using the Roar, but not going to help him escape, and they might even get themselves a quick StormStormer coming into the lane. Insania off to the side, the Rolling Thunder, that lands on a miCke, but they will end up losing this Clink, so GH gets credit for that kill. Watson coming into the mix. They take out the Dawnbreaker, but it's a 2-for-1 trade at the moment where they're still potentially looking for GH.
But it still opens up the map. Let's see, StormStormer uses Shield Crash, 20%. Let's see if it's going to be enough.
In. Fear surviving for a second, but Nisha gets the kill. Now Fishman on the run. Lquid with 4 heroes around, they'll make sure to get the second onto the Lich. Thought it would. He's also going into the sword. So we're going to see this item in back-to-back.
It's a cheap item. Gives you a lot of damage. Extra slow as well. So that your skeletons can do a little bit more. Having minus armor against with item that Nisha does have. Spark of Courage. They might be able to find him here.
Yeah, they are going to find him. They got the Rod of Atos, and now they drop down the Mystic Flare. The Fiend's Gate also committed. Watson on the other side of the fight. They go to the ult from Insania, but the damage coming in with the Rolling Thunder. They've got themselves the Pit of Malice, but the Chain Frost, Nisha, and Bullseye in so much trouble.
Oh my god.
Bullseye low, still surviving. So is Nisha. They get the kill on Watson. They'll take out Zai, so it ends up being a trade. They'll find themselves GH as Nisha hiding, but not surviving. StormStormer gonna get the kill there on Nisha. They'll focus their attention on the miCke, who will throw the hammer and get a little bit of distance with that Celestial Hammer. But TP. Oh, the damage on the last right click. Thought he was gonna get out of that one. They've got Insania back into the fight. They'll use the Frostbite. There's the proper roll coming in from Tobi. They get the kill on miCke. This is actually gonna be 6 heroes because it's Insania coming back into the fight.
Oh man, that Chain Frost actually destroyed him. Max bounces on it. How much damage? Like Crystal Maiden Frostbite, which is very annoying. Silence from Skywrath Mage, etc. Stormer needs to be careful here.
Atos, and they're going to have the Dawnbreaker join the fight. Chain Frost bounced around once again. Unfortunately, this time goes over to the neutral, so both these heroes will die. 14-minute mark. Wisdom runes. Those are important, and it's going to be both picked up for Entity. I feel like they are important when you're getting those lower heroes higher.
He's about to crack level 10.
He is building a nullifier straight up, according to his quick eye.
Yeah, that's the build. Like, you can go for something else by maybe like a Dragonlance, maybe a Force Staff, which is fine.
Ward's the rest of his team, and
he saw that ward. He also does have 1 sentry available, so they could potentially go for Nisha.
3 down, and Kataome is gonna die, but GH bombed down.
Yeah, went for BKB instead. Wants to be able to protect himself. That mana burn also now doesn't go through the BKB, which did work in the previous patches. Now with Solar Crest plus Orb of Destruction, that's minus 10 armor. Add the Orb of Corrosion from Pango, plus his Lucky Shot. Oh no, they found him again.
Showing up. StormStormer gonna die, and they go for Fishman. This has been a 1-2 punch. They have been landing plenty of times. End up using that Solar Guardian. They drop down Insania's ult as well with the Freezing Field.
This is why Pango needs some kind of a... Needs Manta style, maybe needs Bite, long duration silence from Skywrath Mage. We didn't talk too much about Zai either. He's been chilling, filling all these auras, not too hype.
miCke's in trouble. I'm Aurora after the BKB. That means miCke's dead. They'll try to get into the Fiend's Gate, but they've got him leashed up. Starting to eat these Essence Shift stacks. Nisha, they're going to show up on the other side of the Fiend's Gate. Now they're going to try and fight this. Nisha, he's going and he's used the Focus Fire, focusing his attention on Tobi, gets him with a power shot. But now, with Tobi dead, is that even going to be enough here for Lquid to try to salvage this one? With 4 heroes already dead, it looks like it's going to be a full team wipe. Pounce, leashing, swashbuckle, shield crashing, killing off the Maroon, and they should be pretty much with these. There's no contest coming in from anything.
Oh, there's the Maroon. Kataome's there. Maybe he was thinking about picking it up, but does not want to get too close to it.
Now Crystal Maiden with that Ag.
Guys,
Ag shard is the up.
Got fell.
Top tower has fallen.
We'll lose that top tower.
Big timing on Entity. Tobi also holding Helm of the Overlord.
GH spotted by Kataome. They're going to go in with the ult to try and save him, but he still dies.
That's also 3 Sacred Relic. He can buy one right now.
Now coming through, there's the man to Papa. They've got the Primal Roar with BKB being used by miCke. They're going to the Rolling Thunder, the Celestial Hammer to try and get to the high ground, but not high enough. miCke going down to Kataome, who is just outputting a lot of damage.
All getting a solo kill on GH. They want to get Roach. They do have auras available. Master. Inner Beast maxed out, level 14, Helm of the Overlord as well.
He's gonna die. He got an Aegis in the hand.
50% physical reduction, invisibility. But they are gonna need to invest into gem. Let's see. Sure. Be more careful here.
They're coming around. They'll go for Nisha. There's that Nullifier making an appearance. And the Sword Guardian's already used, so that means Dawnbreaker is going to be out of the fight. Watson's going to pop the BKB, but the damage he's taking needs to be a little bit careful. The Chain Frost bouncing around. They get the kill into GH. Now they'll look over at miCke. Nullifier thrown once again from this place. The Primary Roar is used by Tobi. That means 3 are dead as Zai's next on the menu. They ordered 4 courses, and they are going to devour each one.
There's also going to have an Orb of Destruction. So how much minus armor is that? Armor reduction 8 from Lucky Shot, 3 from Orb of Destruction, 11, minus 3 from Orb of Corrosion, minus 14. Supports are going to melt. Let me just check the amount of armor that they have. Like, yep.
That works. I still have Aegis. Like, it can just go to the high ground. There's the Harpoon. The Malice, but they've got the Pounce. It leashes up. They go to the Guardian Greaves. The Sword Guardian's going to be dropped down on top of these heroes. They go to the Chain Frost once again, but not really bouncing. Zai's still going to die here. The attention is now on a Fishman from miCke, but that's putting him into the backline towards Watson and Tobi. They'll look over and get themselves another kill. They both don't have buyback, and they will break through this high ground when the glyph is over.
Carrier on their team. I mean, Beastmaster can't buy it, but with this aura from Helm of the Overlord, it's going to keep them very healthy. Harpoon.
Insania's dead. Watson with another kill. 3 heroes gone. 2 have buyback. They'll break to tier 3. That means they've got another clip. They're going to buyback on miCke. Nisha is going to just die to Kataome. He's so strong.
Can't deal with it. They just don't have enough damage at the moment. Also, the heroes die instantly. From Slark, who's sitting on 39 Essence Shift and 16 permanent agility at the moment. Look at him go. Plus Solar Crest on top of him, Beast Aura.
Nisha's courier kind of...
Confusion. It's a lot of damage also coming out from all these skulls. You can't focus them down. You don't want to kill these things. This is desperation smoke from Team Lquid. They lose this fight, they pretty much lose the game.
They're down 20. You know, for Entity, there's a lot on the line with each game of the DPC compared to where Lquid are in the season. Entity, they want to make sure that every ounce of will that they have to continue and have a successful DPC is going to be felt here as they go after Nisha. They've got the Nullifier on him. The right click from Watson. He's going to pounce and leash GH. He's got himself a triple kill. And now on the other side of the fight is Zai as well as miCke. miCke's going to try and get back out in the gate, but he just gets hit by the Rolling Thunder. The ultra kill for Watson and another full team wipe. GG is called an Entity with a statement match. Just 1 series into the DPC, taking out Lquid 2-0.
It's all good. Team Lquid still has points secured to go to TI. Maybe, you know, could affect the way they play.